All right, it's Friday Night Pints, brought to you by Sling TV. We got ourselves our own channel on Sling TV, Barstool Sports 24/7, where you can watch all the video podcasts, all of our video content, round the clock, along with all of your major sports, news, live entertainment. If you want to cut the cord, but you still want to keep all your sports, you want to make sure you can see Barstool on the big screen. That's what Sling. That's what Sling's perfect for. Also, right now you can get your first month for just $10 when you go to sling.com/barstool. My cable bill is like $200 a month now.
I think mine's higher than that.
Right? It's crazy.
I don't know.
So you can get everything you need for $10
Ridiculous.
for the first month when you go to sling.com/barstool. After that, it's just $35 a month. So still way, way cheaper than your regular cable. And if you're afraid about cutting the cord because you're not going to get to watch your favorite teams and all that shit, that's what Sling makes sure you get all your sports covered. ESPN, NFL Red Zone, SEC channel, CBS Sports, NBC Sports, all that, plus the Barstool. So go to sling.com/Barstool, get that shit for fucking $10. We got a full house today. Spider, I'm going to call it his first, I think your first real appearance. The last time you had to run off?
Yeah, he came on very briefly.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I might have been on
one other time.
But
well, you know what, man?
It's always a pleasure.
Every time
Thanks
it's
so much
so
for the
fucking
invite.
incredible to see you, King, that it's just like you're the highlight,
I'm
man.
glad I got the nod for today. Thank
Dugsy's
you.
back. Whoa. Dugsy with the all-time Friday Night Pints performance, as far as I'm concerned. He's like that dude at the Panthers game a couple weeks ago who had like 35 empty cans underneath the seat.
I try not to do that in public.
Let it rip, Dugsy. Let it rip, man. Vibs is back. This motherfucker. This bar is usually, it's fun on Fridays, and it's an absolute nightmare every other time. He had people eating tarantulas this week.
Not so bad.
Not that bad. They'd be great with beer. They're like a salty little crunch.
Yeah, if you had a bowl of tarantulas, not so. At Cheers, Norm would have eaten them.
At Cheers, Norm would eat them.
Yep.
Did you end up taking a bite?
I put the leg in my mouth, I crunched one time, and I spit it directly out.
So, but you
It was
did
so
try.
close.
Yeah, you did.
I tried, but it's just,
It's just the idea of
I
it.
didn't
it's
get
the
to do
idea
this
of it.
week,
The taste
so I didn't
wasn't
know.
so bad, the taste, whatever. Are you about to do this right now?
I think so.
Do it.
Do they smell weird?
No.
I
no.
didn't smell it, but he said it was salty.
I do not like spiders. I have like a problem with spiders.
So
They
you're
look
gonna,
very
you're gonna, like, hold
spider-like.
this spider now?
Oh, it's in like a thing.
Do you have
It
a problem
looks
killing
like-
spiders? Like if they're in your apartment, can you?
Yeah,
You gotta
but
give it to
it's
Vince to
tough.
defang though.
Yeah, you want
Yeah,
me
yeah,
to
he's
defang
got
it?
the fangs.
I'm out.
He's got he's got the fangs.
I'm out.
That, dude.
It's
Gonna defang
Yeah.
it?
it is that though. Like I can't get past it. Like, it wasn't that gross literally to put in your mouth. It was the texture of it and then realizing what it was. Like I don't even think I could eat crickets or anything like that because the
That I've
legs
done.
and the feelers
I
and
know, but you just kind of pop
and
it
the,
in.
the hair.
It's fake. It came defanged.
Oh no, I'm not even
Bullshit.
gonna trust it if you.
Oh.
Dude, fuck that.
Nah,
I could do crickets, but like, fuck that.
No, it's crazy.
This
Tommy
is
ate the whole
for
thing.
the kid who throws up at like, hey, can
Yeah,
you
right?
eat this like
Right, he
banana?
just
And
eat-
he's like,
no,
"Ah!"
stop it.
And the fact that he
Stop
just rips
it.
a tarantula, no problem.
Dude, the problem is
You're
I
so
feel like
scared.
I would be scared about it,
Unbelievable.
like somehow reanimating.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Like there was one
It'll
that
come
got
back
wise
alive.
this whole operation.
Yeah.
Like,
This one's fucking
And-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not too spicy.
what
this is my
flavor are
fourth
they?
one. I
Are
had
they
two that were a
flavored
little
at all?
spidery. This one's good.
Well, I
They're
like
not
dusting of
flavorful.
salt.
Yeah, it's like
bad.
yeah.
Okay.
Usually it's like chocolate covered grasshoppers or
Yeah,
whatever.
What's
Yeah.
the
The street price.
Dare I ask? What's the nutritional information on one
Oh
of
my
these?
see.
god. Oh my god.
A lot of carbs.
Johnson ate
A lot of
carbs.
carbs? Oh.
I know
Just get, like, a-
crickets have like dumb protein.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
are
Do that?
boiled and dehydrated,
They're
not
bugs
fried.
like the
so you
future.
got
They're
that
through
going
the
for you.
future.
Yeah.
The ingredients: Thai zebra tarantula, salt,
Tarantula.
semen. Yeah, that's
About
it.
to
Just
go
salt.
crazy.
I was like, it's not even a Google autofill nutritional information. Like no one eating a
No one's
tarantula.
wondering.
gives a fuck.
Yeah, no
About
one
the
is
calories.
curious about the calories in this
And
tarantula.
oddly enough, from Rhode Island. So,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jesus
Capital
Christ.
capital
Tarantulas
of the
in
world.
Rhode Island?
Yo, tarantulas. Did you guys ever see the movie Arachnophobia?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
You
course.
seen it? You seen it? Everybody seen it? Because it's like an '80s movie, so you know it's getting old now. It's got Jeff Daniels, dude from you know Jeff Daniels,
Love
Dumb
him.
and Dumber, all that.
He's in that? I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I don't
he's like
I
the main
know a lot of
guy.
cats in
He
it.
moves into a house that's like just, and this town, these bodies get shipped back to this town. They died in like South America, and a little spider crawls in the casket,
Blah,
and
blah,
comes
blah.
back, and they are like these motherfucking tarantulas, dude. And they're like smart and shit, and they start to breed. And like the final scene is like it's all they're trying to the local vet or whatever.
It's like a
trying to map
mall,
them.
right?
Huh?
They're at a mall, aren't
It was in a
they?
basement.
No,
No,
It's a-
well,
it's a
the
town.
final
You're thinking of
thing is
like-
that it's
like
all
freaks in it.
coming to this one house.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
like, this is where the nest is or whatever, and they map it out in the town, and they realize like, oh shit, it's right here. And Jeff Daniels has to fight like the mother tarantula.
Oh, no.
At the end, he's got a nail gun and shit that's
Yeah,
fire,
blowtorches it.
with the spray gun. But
movie
like
sucks.
that's
That's
like
yeah,
aptly
that's
titled Arachnophobia because I got arachnophobia after that shit. I've been off on spiders the whole.
It's
since I was-
Really? See, Vibs had asked him on it. He was like, "Are you scared of spiders?" And I'm a regular person.
Yeah,
with a
like, you
regular
don't prefer
functioning brain.
humans.
So like,
Yeah.
I'm not like spiders are the best.
Yeah.
But I do not have the
Like
fear.
to
of
me,
I'm the same. like
Spiders?
that. They're smart, like what you
Snakes?
said. Snakes. I like snakes actually a lot. But I think
yeah,
that
that
is
is
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
That-
Snakes are cool.
That fits.
that
Snakes
fits
are
Kelly,
cool.
right?
Snakes are
Yeah,
cool.
absolute
I agree with
psycho.
I didn't even
They're,
question
they're,
that.
they're just one big muscle. It's crazy. But with spiders, they're so smart. Like, have you watched those videos of spiders making webs? Like,
Well,
they're,
I mean, think
it's-
about what they
it's
do. They
Mesmerizing.
literally
It's
make a
crazy.
web to trick other.
They're like the best
fucking
architects of all
insects getting
time
caught,
with their
and then
spiders.
they eat you. I mean, that's some mean shit.
The,
But the ultimate is scorpions.
So you had scorpions on the bar?
Yeah,
I'd rather-
there was little babies, and we didn't have too
Scorpions
many.
are. I mean, look at them. They
Yeah.
with their claws and their fucking tail, they are like designed to be a horrifying.
You ate like
insect.
3 of the little ones
Those
on
were-
the
those were
They were
so
tiny and covered
tiny.
in
This is too
chocolate.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, they were
it's
covered in
chocolate.
chocolate. That's
Yeah.
a cheat.
That's
Right.
easy cheat. I would eat
It's
anything
like
covered in
no problem.
chocolate.
Yeah, that's a
This
nice
is-
that's a crunch bar.
This is
Yeah.
raw tarantula, dude.
Dude, the
Oh.
first question, and I'm sure
Sick.
it's fake, but I'm still trying to find the nutritional information. The first FAQ on Amazon is, "Are the spiders male? As a feminist, I can never eat a female spider."
You can just order these
That's
off
funny, that's
Amazon.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And these ones, they're different. These are packaged differently, but they're also from the Newport. These come in like a
Oh,
can.
Why does
They've
this
got the
place
Eastern
have all
Seaboard
the...
corn.
Yeah.
Are
Honestly.
people just ordering these as snacks?
Well, so
major
yeah, if you go out
How
on
much
like,
is one
I'd say they're gonna run you about $13
per one?
for one.
Each
yeah,
one
yeah,
is
yeah.
$13.
Protein packed.
Dog, that's
That's
a lot
It
of
just
money.
says
That's
protein.
This says
Yeah.
$30. I don't know how
Look
many's
at it
in
again.
that tin.
Or these are
That's
just the...
Yeah,
crazy.
it's 30 bucks for
legs
one,
there,
but
right?
this just says protein packed. It doesn't come with.
That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna find it.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Sick.
It's probably, honestly, everybody's answer here is probably now because of Laura and the
It's
Bar.
definitely...
I had
fresh.
a wallaby once.
You ate a wallaby?
That feels like eating a puppy, dude.
Yeah, what?
Oh, I ate
Pretty
kangaroo
sure it was
once.
a
You
wallaby.
tasted the meat?
That's gotta be
Wait,
tough.
that's-
How was it
No,
cooked?
it was
It's
fucking
super
really
tough.
thinly sliced, like charcuterie style,
Uh-huh.
and that what is
Carpaccio?
is that what it is? It kind of it
Honestly, at
becomes
that
gooey
point,
in your
when you
mouth.
slice it that thin, you can eat anything.
Yeah, it wasn't
I could
very
eat a
good.
slice of cumin.
That's not how I like it.
Wallaby
Yeah.
wasn't very good. It was super tough
Or
and gamey.
carpaccio?
That makes
Carpaccio?
sense to me.
Carpaccio.
Yeah.
Carpaccio?
What about you? What's weird
I'm
thing
just
you
keep
ever
saying it until somebody
Gator.
says it's wrong.
Gator's good.
Gator?
Yeah, you gator tail.
Spider?
Yes.
Probably Gator on Barstool versus America.
Yeah.
Carpaccio.
Yeah, that was gross for you
Deep
guys.
fried gator, I
That's what
think
it
is
is.
delicious.
Oh, it's really
It
good.
was.
I mean, deep fried fucking anything,
You
dude.
put deep fried. You could put like a deep fried turd with tartar sauce. It'd be
Absolutely.
so
You
good.
could deep fry pennies, and I'd be
Yeah.
sitting there just.
Gross.
Yeah.
All right, I can't
I do
find
love-
it. If someone
that's
could
how I
tweet
feel
me the nutritional information of a zebra tarantula, I'd be very.
I love
happy.
that these come in like drug bags. It's like, you want some
Yeah.
tarantula?
Yeah, yeah.
This one's
It
free.
It does all
First
feel.
one's free, the
It
next
does
one's
feel
free.
very black market. Like all the stuff that you, when you have weird shit for
Well,
real,
they
it
usually
feels
are.
like you're getting it from a
Oh yeah, the
illegal
whale,
spot.
the whale salami. That's got to be up there. The weirdest thing I ever ate.
Yeah, that was
Exactly, that was like a real. Oh, the whale salami.
The whale,
Yeah,
the
that
whale
sounds like
salami
Mad
did
Libs.
feel really illegal.
that was from like a third market. That was from a
Yeah,
middleman. He brought it
I
into
don't
the
think
country.
I had that one, man.
It's pretty good. That was pretty good too.
What's that like most illegal food that like the sparrow? Where people eat like the whole heads of birds? Have you heard about that?
Excuse me?
Oh, we have to
No.
eat it under the sheet.
Yeah, you have to like put a sheet over your head to eat it because like like certain like high class restaurants will serve it.
Was that in
Is this the
Succession?
Succession? Yeah,
Yeah.
Succession. Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
scene in
The
Succession on your
sparrow
head?
soup, right?
But
Is
they
what
technically
eat?
aren't allowed to like serve it because it's like humanitarily like incorrect or something.
Got it.
Yeah.
And so their like weird little workaround is like the restaurant will serve it, but while you
But
eat
it's
it,
to look at, and then
while you
put
eat it, you put like a napkin.
napkin over your head.
You put like a
It's
blanket
when
over your
Tom takes
head.
Greg out to eat.
Yeah,
and
you
he
put
takes
a
him to that,
blanket
like,
over your
very
head so that no
fancy
one
restaurant.
sees you physically like do the act.
And it's
Yeah.
after he
There's
has
like no body, no crime.
Technically, we put it on your table.
Yeah.
You
It's
were supposed to look at it,
it's
and
after he has
whatever
that,
you
like,
do with it
full
yourself
meal
after
with
that.
his-
But I
that's
think
you.
it's a whole head of like a sparrow or something,
That's
I think so.
disgusting.
Yeah.
which seems grotesque.
It's
But
sparrow
all of it,
soup. I
it's so
think, is
funny
what
where
it
we
is.
draw the line. You know what I mean?
But
It's
in
like-
Europe, they eat the fuck out of sparrows.
Really?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is why are they
especially
like delicious? What's a
Yeah,
sparrow?
I don't know.
It's a
I don't know
bird.
why.
Now I want to eat one.
You know what? You know what blew my mind the other day? Rhea
No,
told me
next
recently
one,
that
yeah.
she loves liverwurst.
No, that's
What?
me. I love
You
liverwurst.
love liverwurst?
Yes,
But
that's
didn't
me.
Rhea eat
No,
it?
she doesn't like liverwurst. She says
Oh, that's
that
the
she'll
one
eat
thing in the
anything,
whole
and
world.
she
Is it?
hates liverwurst.
Is that like
It's a
liver?
meat.
she?
It's
a German-
No, there's something that she hates. I
It
forget.
almost, liverwurst
No,
sounds
I'm
like
the one
something
who likes
anti-Semitic.
Yeah, that's
to eat.
disgusting.
Is
Yeah.
it
It's not
German
disgusting.
or
It's
Irish?
delicious.
I would never pay
A little
Kelly
liver.
as a
No, I'll tell you
liverwurst.
this.
Sounds like a
Liverwurst.
soccer team.
It's
They-
liverwurst with
they-
a little bit
they
of
serve it in
American
McSorley's.
cheese. You have the nice Kaiser roll. You do honey mustard or just like a Dijon mustard.
Well, yeah, that's just a sandwich.
little,
But what's on it is disgusting.
a little onion with liverwurst.
What
It's
is
delicious.
it? Liverwurst is like
delicious.
a liver with something else, like
Onion,
It's like-
onion's a fun vegetable because, like, on something good, you can be like, oh yeah, it really adds a nice little flavor to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's
but it's
liver
always put on
sausage.
disgusting things too,
Oh.
and
It is, yeah.
it'll take disgusting
Yeah.
things down a
liver
notch.
and
It's a
it's
sau-
liver
how
and
about
onions.
this?
It's legitimately
It's
that.
a kind of sausage made from liver. What is that?
Yeah.
That looks
They sell it at
fucking
Made from
McSorley's.
the-
McSorley's. You get the platter of it.
from the liver.
I
So
don't
liver-
get that.
liver-
I just
liver
have-
is good.
I just have
That's what I'm saying. If you
This
have
is
had
just
Kevin,
spread
My
cheese?
mustard's fine.
What?
One
The
of these
spread?
has it as like
no,
a
no,
photo of a spread.
pate is like what
Oh,
it ends
the
up
worst.
being.
That's
I say if
fine.
you like pate, you will like liverwurst. But
Dude,
if you don't, then
bluefish
you won't.
pate? Oh yeah.
No,
Kelly,
I'll
Kelly.
fuck with any pate.
I'll be honest, this is bad for your brand. You gotta stop
No,
eating
it's
this
not. It's
shit.
fucking
No, it's
delicious.
fucking
No, I will
stop.
die for
It
liverwurst.
looks
Always.
gross and it sounds
Always,
gross,
I
but
will
it's
die for it.
good.
It's
No, man,
delicious.
it's not.
Also, liver is also dumb good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Ugh.
Telling me, you know, I told you the best place. The whole reason we're having this conversation, the best place you can, or best liverwurst sandwich I ever had was Luca Brassi's in Hoboken.
Ugh.
Best liverwurst in the world.
Disgusting. I don't think I eat any organs.
No.
Are there any organs that we eat that are regular, like normal?
I would say liver is probably the most prolific
Probably
one.
liver, yeah.
Chicken breast.
I think I'm with you. I don't think
Like
I'm
liver, when you think about it, is the most disgusting thing to eat. It's like where they're filtering out all their shit,
Yeah.
right?
What's got the most
Sort of.
poison in it?
Yeah, that's
I'll take
gross.
that, please.
Yeah. It's like
Imagine
your
eating like
gallbladder.
Feilberg's liver.
That's a
Your
good
gallbladder,
question,
really.
actually. Like, what other organs do people eat?
That is like lungs
Oh,
and
every people
brains.
eat-
Well, I've
They
had
eat brains
I've had
and
shit. Yeah, I've had shit. Like, what's the
Yeah,
what was the
organ.
chicken
I was
thing we
thinking
had?
tongue, too, and I-
Yeah,
We
that's
had
not
chicken
an organ.
liver,
Chicken. No, it was chicken
pig,
liver. Okay.
pig brain.
Wait, didn't you have chicken?
Oh, pig brain! I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, pig pork
Jesus
brains, right?
Yeah.
Saw ate that shit.
Yeah.
He was licking a plate.
It survived in Barstool.
Yeah.
That's when he was. Oh my
Vile.
god, that was so
Vile.
sick. That was so
Absolutely
vile. You're
gross.
right.
I just stick to like meat, you know, body, like the right. But again, that's funny. It's like, nah, I just only eat this part of the fucking animal. That
What's
was
your-
sliced
I only
off
eat.
and
I
What's
only
your
eat their
deli meat
ass
of
cheeks.
choice?
My
Yeah.
that's a
True.
good question. Deli meat of choice.
Like if you're going, you can only choose
Oh,
one
turkey, dude.
sandwich.
If I
deli
was
meat.
forever, I gotta probably choose turkey.
Yeah, turkey.
But what I like to do is get like an Italian combo and get them all up on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I like that. Too.
I would probably go turkey, ham.
Yeah.
But I also fuck with bologna hard. I do
I
like
love
bologna.
bologna
Really
so
thinly
much.
sliced boar's head bologna.
What is
What
bologna?
about roast?
It's
no.
like everything else. It's like a
Nobody
hot dog.
cares.
It's like all the other shit
It
just
tastes
jammed
like a hot
together.
It's like putting meat
That's why I
on
never.
shuffle.
It like rarely goes bad. yeah.
That's exactly it. Yes, yes.
It like never
You're
really
probably
goes
getting
bad.
like assholes and eyelids and all sorts of gross shit. But you jam it up, you throw some salt on it.
Yeah.
You know,
I prefer
good
the
to
like
go.
You put
Oscar
salt on your
Mayer
sandwich?
salad.
No, I'm saying that's what they do.
other
They
bit.
probably
Oh,
just
I
like,
see.
you know, season it and then you're good, you know?
Yeah.
You guys ever get beat as a kid?
What?
My parents
Yeah.
spanked?
Parents
Yeah.
ever beat you?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes,
How-
but then after a little while they stopped. Like I think
Kind of
maybe it
question
was
is
like
that?
a couple of times it happened, and it was like this is weird.
Also, I don't
but I
think-
remember
Does-
those
does-
couple of
I don't
times.
I don't think you can qualify as
Like,
spanking as
they
beating.
beat you.
Yeah,
I didn't know
it's-
you
yeah.
did.
That's a
Close
better
to
question.
Georgia.
Kevin,
Dude, when I was at FSU,
Yeah.
one of my roommates looked really young, and this is a story he told me I wasn't there for it. He was stopped in a parking lot once and asked if he would go like undercover in Georgia to schools that still had corporal punishment, and it was like some dude just gave him his business card. He showed me the
Because
business
he's an
card.
adult and you look like a kid
And
of
like
age.
he could take a punch, I guess. I don't fucking know. And then it was like, and like I forget exactly what it was. Like it was like they're gonna pay me $60,000 to go back to high school. He was like all about it.
That
like,
dude,
no
that's
shit.
some 21 Jump Street shit that I like. I used to like when I was like a little kid and I would play pretend. That was like the shit that I'd be like, all right, I'm an undercover cop, but I'm back in high school. You know, that'd be awesome to do for real.
It would be.
Do that in a heartbeat.
He definitely seriously considered it for like I don't know a few nights. We talked about it all the time, but and I think he said they were gonna give him a car too. I forget exactly what the deal was.
Spider, we get
But-
you clean shaven, dog.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
send you back to school,
Oh
man.
yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think Spider. I think you're a little too like you got a man face.
That's what I mean. We got a baby doll.
But you could just show him the back of your head and be like, look, I'm clearly.
I wear the.
affected.
Yeah.
Look at how many fucking.
Is it like two?
Yeah, it's, I can
I was looking at this thing. It's like pinched on the bottom.
Yeah.
Listen,
Well, the reason I asked is because I used to get hit with the bad boy stick, and it was one of these. It was like a paint stirrer.
yeah.
So like in my mind, we like always hyped it up to be like I was getting beaten with like a
Your
one of
parents
those
hit you with one?
shillelaghs, you know?
Yeah.
Huh?
Your parents hit you with one?
Well, so as the story goes, my mom claims she did it to me once. We did the black mark system when I was a baby, not a baby, like a kid. they have this like chart up on the wall in our house, and every time you did something bad, you get a black mark. Every time you did something good, you got a sticker star. And then at the end of the week, I think if you had more stars than black marks or enough stars or whatever it was, you got a present. And if you got more black marks, pow, you get fucking whacked on the hand.
One time, or you?
It was one time, right on the hand, which it doesn't feel good. This one's I think actually a little bit
that
thicker.
looks a little more ruler than paint sticker.
Right, so because we used to be like, hey mom, remember when you used to beat us with a stick? And she was like, you pussies, it was a paint
It was a
sticker."
switch.
Yeah. But I mean, hand out and just whack.
Well,
but I think
Evan,
she did it one time.
What do you think? We were just saying this. Do you think that being spanked is the same as like being beat by your parents?
No, but I also, now that I have kids,
you spank?
I never, like I could never like actually like hard on purpose hit either of them.
Yeah.
See, I
I don't know if
disagree.
that's
I don't have kids, but I disagree.
I can slap the shit out of somebody. Yeah. I feel guilty probably, but.
I am like not morally opposed to it. If you told me you did it, I'd be like, okay. It happened to me, but like, if I could never even come close.
Every time
Maybe
I
a little
hear
shake.
like. Okay,
Yeah.
now people are finding common ground because that's the ground I was talking about. Every time I hear an alarm clock, I'm like, if you were a kid, I'd shake that.
Yeah. Like I throw it across the room. I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Get out
There
of my
were
hands.
times like uncontrollable crying that makes no sense. If nobody's hurt or anything's wrong, and they're just still doing it,
Couldn't
and
do
it's
it.
like, oh, I can understand where people just.
I think that I would like, now that video games are a thing, like I would never beat my kid, but if he or she was like misbehaving, I'd be
Wait,
like,
let's say we're still saying spank. You probably should never beat your kid. Period.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I would just
version.
be like, get on the sticks, FIFA. I'm gonna
whip your ass. It could be mental and emotional torture when I ruin you.
I'm just
That's
gonna
funny, that's
cook
funny.
you in FIFA. 23-0.
tear you down
That's
from
funny.
the inside out.
Exactly.
I worry about that. Like if I always say like I don't want kids or whatever, I worry that I would emotionally torture them. Like I feel like I was like had like a little bit of emotional turmoil, and I feel like that's how I know what to do. You know what I mean? Like I would pass that down so quick unintentionally.
I was a little surprised by your high horse ivory tower take on the cool mom letting the kids party.
That was too far. You read that story? Did you see the
She
whole
was
story?
watching the kids fuck.
Listen,
What
like
was
that
that
was
whole
fucking
story?
crazy.
She let like 14 and 15-year-old kids come over, and it was the old like I'd rather it happen under my roof.
She
but
was-
then
she
was
supplied all
like
the alcohol,
encouraging them to hook up. And then she was watching.
Condoms. She gave them condoms.
Yeah,
she gave them
that-
drugs,
that's
and she
not
let them
good.
like fuck around in her house all the time. And at one point, it was the
That's not good.
a guy like a girl who was friends with her son.
Yeah.
And another guy that was there, like a 14-year-old, I'm saying guy, a kid, a child, and he was like groping her and like drunk and all over her, and she was like half unconscious, and the mom's like laughing, carrying on, kids will be
Yeah.
kids.
Is this a video of this? Or is
No,
this-
this is a description, like a vivid
Yeah, she
description.
got caught. She's going to jail. or
And the
whatever,
reason
but-
she got caught is because the
that's
14
jail.
and 15-year-olds
Okay.
snitched on
Yeah.
themselves. They were like, hey, like this mom is like letting
The mom
us, she's
kept
letting us
telling
run
me, she was like,
rampant.
I'm gonna go to jail if you say anything.
Yes.
And the party will stop.
And they did.
And eventually, I think she's like, okay. Yeah.
How bad does it have to
Kids
be
are
when
all
you snitch on
hungover in
yourself?
algebra class.
No,
Every day I
for
can't
kids
fucking do
to
this anymore.
snitch on like their
On that
party
kind of
hookup,
stuff? Forget it.
the house is gone, the pipeline for the booze is gone, the condoms is gone, the bed is gone. You know, like
Right?
back to the woods, back to fucking in the backseat of the car.
I would rather that, man. Like I just
early,
think
early whistleblowing. Good for them.
yeah.
Moral kids.
If you never had to fuck in the backseat of a car,
you're not
fully
really not
grown
an
human.
adult.
They're 14, 15. They don't even have a car.
Yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
don't have cars. They're
Yeah.
children. They're babies.
Yeah.
They're not even like in the
But you
woods
know what?
alone. They're not
Not
allowed out
anymore,
past
man.
10.
That was a baby for us. Like 14-year-olds are probably, you know.
It's crazy to me.
They
It's
got
crazy to
big
me.
IDs,
But it did get me thinking. Kevin,
say,
you're right.
It's- some backseats a little small.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm still
We'll do like pickup truck.
Maybe an
back there.
Astro,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I remember when
Yeah,
we first started like in like the seatbelt. I think I was alive, maybe, or at least just kind of I fucked in a variety of backseats of cars. But the change for when it was the buckle would kind of flop around versus the one that was sturdy right there, and go
right up your ass.
Yeah.
Dude,
That
getting hit in the
was-
tailbone with a seatbelt.
It
Like you
was-
ever like jumped in a car when you were a
Yes.
kid and like leapt in and you get the
Yes.
seatbelt right in the
Right in your
tailbone?
ass.
Hurts.
Dude, that is like I'd rather get hit in the hand with like a mallet.
Yeah.
Dude, you're
Sucks for the feeling.
It's so
Another
painful.
person's on top of you, jamming it in
Yeah.
you.
Yo,
hit that
sex
there's-
in a car is the ultimate like you know when you finish sex and you're like, oh wow, like my knees hurt or
It
like
hurts.
my leg hurts or whatever for your weird position. You finish up sex in the back of a car and you're like, oh god.
Dude, I think honestly right now,
Get
if
me outta
you
here.
were to offer me sex in a car versus like a light beating. I'd probably take the light beating.
Like less long-term damage.
I mean, like someone just smacks me around a little bit, take a couple body shots, maybe 1 or 2 to the head. I'd be like, I'd rather, because I don't think I'd even know what to do in the backseat.
Oh, you know what we should have everybody try to do here is the stand up off the ground.
Oh.
What's that?
What is that?
So Kevin said that he learned that
This was a long time ago, by the way.
the test for basic health is you can get down to the floor, or at least get up from the floor.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah, like
using
you're on
your
the floor and
hands?
you can get up off the ground.
I remember doing that in gym class. Yeah.
See, it's the thing.
From like sitting crisscross?
No,
or
you gotta
like-
lay all the way down.
Laying
right?
No, yeah, but like
You gotta lay
on your
flat
back,
on your
however
back.
you want, man. You could be, you can't be like on your knees. You have to be like on your butt. So whether you're crisscross or you have your legs
And you
up.
gotta like use your legs only.
That's it. I think I could.
It's
do
very
that.
ableist.
Well, you say that's it, but like fight.
Dude,
so
get on the
so we
ground.
sit down together, and Fight is like, you can not, come on, and I was like, I was thinking he was gonna say it's too easy. And
I
I was
could
like,
say
no, I mean I read it, man. He's like, yeah, this is impossible. I was like, oh, okay. I can do it pretty easily.
Wait,
so
where do you put
Rudy
your
will be fine
hands?
doing
Give us a little
it. You can't,
demonstration.
like,
Yeah, if I could say crisscross, I could stand up easily.
This is kind of like good beer games though. We had the sumo suits on.
Oh yeah.
If you fell over in those, it was crazy.
Well, that's
Yeah.
gonna roll over in that. Yeah.
Can
yeah,
you can do it easily. You're pretty much in shape, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Go
man.
sit right on the floor and get up.
Wait, hold on. Where do my
Just like
hands go?
sit down Indian
You just
style.
can't, wherever you want, you
Chris
just can't
Cons
use
and
it.
I said I could
applesauce.
do this.
Okay.
And then just keep your hands, like put your hands above your head or just don't put them on the ground.
Okay.
And now get up.
It's like you're being arrested.
It does look
yeah,
like
You just
that.
gotta roll on your hip.
I was like, I definitely can do
I
it.
feel like a lot of it is strategy though. Like
I feel
you know,
like
like I could see someone just.
It's once you get down, it's a lot harder than you
I
thought.
feel like
it was
if
gonna
someone
be.
has bad strategy
Right?
or they go.
I
wrong-
feel like the knees
that
was
a
Can I,
cheating
do
or
I have to
something
have
like
it
that.
behind me
You
like
can
this?
put 'em
or
on your
can
head.
I have it
Yeah, you
for
can
balance?
have it out as long as you don't touch the ground.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Whoa! Close. That was harder.
You
harder than I think.
can't get on your knees and push yourself up?
That's
No,
what I
I
did.
think the knees might have been a cheat, but
I
as
rolled
long as
onto
your
like
hands
my
don't
butt.
You can
Yeah,
roll.
just like butted
Yeah,
myself
Just
up.
get up.
Yeah, that's kind
So you went onto one knee, right?
That's
Yeah.
kinda
I feel like the knee
that
might have been
illegal?
cheating or something like that.
I didn't use
You
my
got
knees.
I used
ass
the
to
knee.
feet.
Yeah.
I swiveled up.
Okay, I'm not using the
And
knee.
you were like, woo.
I do remember when I was younger
Not
in
using the
gym
knees
class,
hard.
they would like we would start with stretching.
I see, I
And
don't think
and they always
I
be like,
didn't
if you
do
can't
that.
touch your
I
toes.
didn't do it that way.
So we did that last week too.
touch your toes.
Because the one thing I could always crush in gym class was no fucking stretch.
No
right?
way,
Yeah.
dude.
What is he doing
If
now?
if I can't use the knee, no way.
You're just stuck there for
No,
like
just
You
roll
can't?
onto your hip. Roll onto your hip.
Spin,
Roll onto your
do
left
it like
hip.
this, like I did. Like
You got
spin
it. Roll.
yourself. Like
Oh yeah,
that.
now, yeah, he's gonna be able to pirouette up.
You don't think you can spin with
No,
your
just
with your
roll
feet?
onto your hip. You got it.
You thought you were gonna have it too, and it's like an
Roll
invisible
onto, roll
force.
onto like right
But
here.
but then my knee hits. I can't use the knee.
Oh,
they
you
said.
can't. Oh, maybe I
I
cheated
used my
then.
knee.
Can you
Yeah.
do it without getting on your knee?
I didn't know
Using the
that.
knees really
Hey,
hard.
fight.
Yeah. No.
I'm not feeling that.
You just
It's
keep
like a
like
lesson.
keep
I
your
don't
feet
have it,
flat.
Man, you're not gonna overcome the
I
gravity.
don't have the ankle strength.
The ankle strength. Got it.
So like the episode
Killed it.
before that, we were talking about the
Stretching?
V sit and reach or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I'm still like somehow, some way, pretty flexible. Nick Hammy steps up, palms on the floor,
That's freaky.
and then did arms behind it, face to the kneecaps.
Does he work out?
He was usually in the circus for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he still
Oh,
got
yeah,
that
I
carny
guess.
life,
Forgot
but I
about
was
that,
like,
yeah.
I thought I was hot shit because I could touch my toes, and he was like,
It is
That's
so
insane.
underrated that Nick was in the circus.
the fucking
Was he really? What did
He
do
went
in
to
the circus?
college for circusry.
Did you go to that?
No, but he thought he went to the only college in the world with a circus, and I was like,
No.
brother, no,
No.
sir.
I feel like they're all in
Tallahassee
Florida,
Clown
aren't
College.
they?
No. Brazil, Indiana is like one of
I
the
was saying-
biggest
Really?
like circus cities in the world.
Brazil,
I would've
Indiana?
thought Midwest
Yeah.
for
Dude,
sure.
I hate how
Because
like
Midwest like loves circuses. I feel like that's a thing
I mean,
in the
they're
Midwest.
they're simple people.
Oh,
Yes.
you said
Yes,
that
they
with
are.
shock?
No, I'm not being shocked. I'm just stating as a fact and hoping that
The
he's not going to tell
Midwest
me
just
otherwise.
loves bearded women. What a surprise.
Yeah, the Nick Hammy playbook runs deep, man. He's got circus.
What's his-
he's
what's
got
his skill set,
You know
though?
what I'm gonna do, by the way? I'm gonna tell him right now. I'm going to force him to join Punk Punk.
Okay, that's literally what I was saying.
Yeah.
I've heard
for what?
whispers that
They
Punk
need
Punk
a
is looking for
keyboardist.
Nick Hamilton to join the
They need a
band.
keyboardist.
sick.
And I guess they
Yeah.
asked him at one point, and he said, like, I just got too much work. And knowing him as a workaholic, he said, he definitely said that. But I'm wondering
That
if
is
he
work.
said that because he's like nervous, but so I'm officially saying, don't worry about work.
Yeah.
You gotta be a keyboardist. So I'm either gonna make you join or admit that you're just being a pussy. So join.
Yeah.
And Frankie was like, we need it. We need a keyboardist.
That'd be
That
cool.
he said it.
Cool.
you can do all sorts of new songs with a keyboardist, and then you can do different pieces, and that it fills in gaps and all this shit.
And also, like,
that-
visually, having a keyboard guy changes the whole
And
look.
it, oh
looks
man,
so
imagine
cool.
Miami Ham. He's got the hat on, he's got the
dude.
unbuttoned
Miami
shit, and he has that
Ham.
thing where you get like the Kanye stance.
We should give him we should give him a fedora.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Miami Ham. He has like it's like a fedora-esque hat with like a
Full
unbuttoned
suit.
shirt. Yeah, oh,
Full
man.
suit, yeah.
That would be so funny if he's just the only one in the suit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that he has to always dress like I can't think of the band, the fucking Doves or whatever. They had some kind of
Flock of seagulls.
flock of seagulls there.
Oh
it is.
yeah,
And,
they had the electric pianos.
Yeah,
That's
they were
it.
very
Yeah.
electric about them.
Yeah.
But
The
also
guitars?
like Miami
The
Ham out
keyboard
there.
guitar, where they
Oh,
have they
that's
like
fire.
have it on themselves and they play it like this.
Has an accordion, like a fucking.
That's crazy.
And I think it's
He's
because he knows
crazy.
how to play it, so I'm gonna make him play that as well.
Yeah, I mean, why else would you have an accordion? It's insane,
well,
right?
I mean,
Like,
it
well,
looks like it's from like
It's
1700.
You
so.
look like you're
Cracker
a
Barrel.
businessman going on like a trip,
Play it recently.
like on the Vanderbilt Railroad.
yeah,
The-
yeah.
What the fuck is the Vanderbilt Railroad?
I don't know. Didn't the Vanderbilts have a rail system?
Probably something like that.
Maybe,
Yeah, brother.
Who knows?
Huh?
Who knows?
Beats me.
Speaking of accordions,
I think they did.
Do you guys ever have those for your fireplace, like those accordion
Yeah,
things that like
where-
pump
yeah,
oxygen
air.
into it?
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Stop
I
it.
love the
I
whole
love that shit.
fireplace equipment. You
Yeah.
got the hook.
Yeah, the poker.
I was
The
in-
poker's
Cool
fun
stuff.
to play with.
I always was like, if someone breaks in, I'm fucking.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are
That-
heavy
I feel like
cast
in a-
iron.
They're
I feel like-
bottom heavy too.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
It's like
All those, all the horror movies are always killed with the fire poker.
Cornelius
weapon.
Vanderbilt had a monopoly on the railroad system.
Okay. There we go.
I
There
love
it is.
my like one must-have for a house is gonna be fireplace. I love a fireplace.
Fireplace
I love
is
fireplace.
And like a real one, like a nice one, big
Yeah.
one.
Like,
I want one of those
Nice.
like Beauty and the Beast ones where you can like walk into it. It's
Yeah,
just
right.
yeah, just a room you can set on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
I need a fireplace and I need a dope bathroom, and the rest can be like bare bones. I
Yep.
want the bathroom hooked up to the max, and I want a big ass fireplace.
Totally agree.
It is
That's
Good
fun.
water pressure.
Yes, and
Fire's
tons of AC.
awesome.
Fire's
Sounds like you
great.
got your priorities right.
That's it, man. Like everything else can be literally bare bones. Like just have a bed in the room for my bedroom, sure. A bed, sex swing, good to go. Nothing else, spider underneath. Nothing else.
Did you guys have? That was just funny the way you said that. Did you ever have like a big pyro phase?
I
Not
did.
like a big
I think I had a
phase.
mini,
Yeah.
like a little one, because I
Yeah.
know the kids who had the real ones. It was like you guys are like
Yeah,
blowing shit up.
we weren't like arson level, but we had me and my friends.
Oh wait, I threw the fireballs. I did, yeah.
We
Yeah,
were-
you,
Yeah, I
I
did.
forgot
We
about
used to
that.
spray the tops of tennis balls with like aerosol cans and light them on fire and throw them at cars.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Yeah, that's
I did have a
that's
pet
awesome.
car.
Ours was
Kevin
ours.
Seven was a fucking bad childhood away from
I think-
being a Marvel supervillain.
Honestly,
I did that like
honestly.
once because I remember we hit a car and she stopped and she was like, I have a baby in this car. And I was like,
no.
oh, fuck.
Well, you didn't have to get on board
I thought it was
signs,
just
so-
you.
Get the sticker. Yeah, I thought I was just gonna murder you in a fire.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you know what that's for, by the way? I learned.
The baby on board?
Yeah, it's not so like people drive safer next to you. It's in case you get in an accident, the paramedics know. Look for
get
the
the
baby
kid
that
out.
flew out a fucking
Yeah.
window.
I saw one that says it says like no baby on board.
That's dark.
Yeah.
No baby on board. Like feel free to hit
Yeah,
me.
feel free. Yeah, I like
I
those.
saw one that said "baby up in this bitch."
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
Rudy, what
It's,
were you doing in pyro stuff though?
Oh, I was gonna say like I mean ours was really quick. It was like a month period where every weekend we would just go to my friend's basement and we get axe cans, and it was like
would you do with
It was like Nitro Circus, like rolling loud in there.
Like-
Also, but like when you're like from Denver or even like further West Coast, I feel like the pyro phases are dangerous because like
yeah,
you're
you
gonna
can
burn
actually
down
start a
2,000
legitimate.
homes.
Right, right.
Yeah,
You can start a
Ember
legitimate
floats
forest
away.
fire.
Next thing you know, you're responsible for like tens of thousands of species going extinct.
right, having a pyro phase in like Manhattan or the Bronx is,
Yeah.
is
It's
easy.
like it's concrete everywhere.
No, ours was
Yeah.
confined to a single basement.
Yeah.
You were doing indoors.
Okay.
Oh yeah, all indoors.
Don't
Under-
worry.
under-
And
Under
no
the
parents
valley.
were coming down being like,
Under the
hey, it
dome.
smells like fire in
No,
here?
we would just
That's the cool mom. Yeah, it's like that was your
we
cool
would
mom.
just do once we figured out the like axe aerosol can
Yeah.
like flamethrower thing. We would just do a lot of that. Like
Yeah. I have friends who do that all day.
That's
smelled like
arachnophobia.
shit.
Yeah.
so bad.
It smells
It
so
smells
bad.
awful.
But that
All day long
period-
they're doing that. People do that in
period
school.
Cameo appearance by Dave. Dave's first
Oh,
ever
yeah.
fire.
Yeah. Thanks for joining. Yeah.
that period was
That's
fun
the
though.
most he'll ever be on the show.
Yeah.
we did the fireball, the
did
tennis
say
ball
about that.
thing. We did a lot of Roman candles. I guess is
Oh, we did
fireworks
that.
pyro.
We did that
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
I was always scared shitless of the Roman candle thing. I was like, it's a bad idea.
Oh,
Yeah,
Someone's
but
gonna
you-
get axe
we
cans.
would do the.
Yeah, but,
No, I had a
but
friend
then
in
I
high school
did
who
it,
lose his
and
eye.
I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Lost his actual eye?
Well, he wasn't my friend. It was a kid that whenever he lost his eye, and I found out, I was like, "Yep, yeah, it's the kid that's gonna lose his eye."
Yeah.
He's not a friend, but we all know him.
Yeah.
The neighborhood I come from, it's I think it's an urban legend, but I think it also might be real. I've told it on KSC Radio before. There was this guy, this old like drunk down at the beach on City Island, and he was smoking cigarettes, and then lighting M80s, and then throwing them into the water and watching them explode. And one time he got it mixed up, and he smoked the M80 through the cigarette.
Oh man,
Ooh.
those things will
Fucking
do
M80 blew
some
up in his
damage.
face.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
M80s are just like
They're
little sticks of
dynamite.
dynamite. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just mini dynamites.
That's such a like a fucking like your Icarus-esque, like
Yeah.
risking that. Like, dude, just have a separate lighter and keep the
Yeah.
cigarette in your mouth the whole time.
Yeah,
like, why
just
keep
keep
twisting?
those things
Crazy.
separate, man. I
Like,
I was at a wedding recently, and they had like a full-ass fireworks display, like the mortars, and it was close enough because it was on a golf course. I was close enough that I could see them operating, which I had never like seen before. I think it was like local fire department, or they came there on a fire truck. I don't know if they're like outsourced or whatever. But watching those guys like run around, throw shit in, staying low, but still really fucking close to everything.
Yeah.
It's not like put it in and then they run like, even like 20 feet away. They were like this close to that thing, and I mean that's got to be what seeing
never
fireworks
been-
from that perspective has
I've
gotta
never
be
been
fucking
crazy
nuts.
I
about
can't believe
fireworks. I've never really liked them.
You know why?
I
Because
like-
you're elevated, you're evolved.
Yeah.
Because you're not just like,
They're all right.
oh, look at the lights.
I need like a
Parades
thunder
and
jacket.
fireworks. It's the same fucking thing every time.
Yeah.
And we
I can
evolved into
fuck
better
with parade.
entertainment.
You got to buy into
I
it.
used to be. I used to be.
Parades are the worst.
As a kid, I say this as someone who hasn't been to a parade and I couldn't even tell you how long.
If I
But
told you let's go out and just stand here and watch people walk by, you tell me to go fuck myself.
if they like, it's one of those things like, do they have alcohol there? I'll hang out. I'll hang out like on like if we're going to a bar with an outdoor patio seating and we can have a beer and watch a parade go by, love it.
John,
If I have to
that's called
stand-
drinking.
Yeah.
That's not going to a parade, that's called
Yeah.
drinking.
If
Yeah,
I had to
it's just drinking and
stand
hanging
on
out.
a fucking sidewalk and just like, I don't know, deal with little kids running into my knees all day, then I'm not
Parades were
into it.
made when there was no entertainment. And it was
Yeah.
like, let's watch like the horses in the town walk by and then someone's like twirling a stick. It's
Yeah.
like,
I don't know. It's kind of fun. Like if there's big floats and stuff. Like, have you ever seen the parades that go by in Disney when they have like the electric parade in Magic Kingdom, and it's all these like light up things, and
So
they
we're
go.
doing Disney
and
now? We're
each
doing
one-
adult Disney?
I'm
Is that
just
what we're
saying.
doing?
I'm just
that
saying.
would fit the crazy.
That's
You don't
that's
want
a
you don't want
parade.
adult Disney smoke. They
You don't.
I am like half
It's
adult
just a bunch
Disney.
of
Like
porn
I'm
stars
not.
who are
I'm
real
not
mad
crazy
at
adult
you.
Disney.
You're not far
I'm not
off.
like getting engaged in Disney, but I have been
Give it a few
to
more
Disney
years.
more
Watch
times
out.
as an adult than I have as a kid, and it's so fucking fun.
Then you're
It's
adult
so
Disney.
fun.
You're adult Disney.
But I don't run it.
No, adult Disney.
I've been 3 times as an adult. I've never had a bad time, but I'm not
Again,
going to
you're
promote
just
it.
drinking though.
Well, right, that's the
nothing to do
whole
with
thing. Is
Disney,
you can
it's
just
just the
drink
place that
and do
you
these
drink.
kid things. Like
Yeah.
you drink and watch this electric parade in the night. Every single thing comes
What
by, and
does
it's like,
that
whoa,
mean?
it's
I've also-
Ariel lit
what's
up.
a-
I've never
Electric
seen an
parade.
adult
It's
there
called,
with
that's just what
children
it's
having a
called.
good
But
time.
every single float is like
I've never seen a
outfitted with
child there
lights
having a
and-
good
and
time.
it's
Everyone's
this whole
just
thing.
miserably traipsing around because you're walking
It's like the
miles on end.
electric
waiting on
illumination or
lines.
something.
Parades are good if your team wins a championship
Yes.
or your country wins a war, and that's it.
I like
That's
that.
it.
I like that.
I can celebrate that.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Was there a parade?
I was.
What?
I don't think there
Whatever
was.
it is, just stop.
I don't know.
Ask it.
We were just.
No.
I don't know why I was thinking about it before. We were talking about music of some sort. Oh, with Hammy playing the piano. I found this new podcast series that I'm watching, or listening to. It's unbelievable. It's called 60 Songs That Defined the 90s. With
I heard
this
about
dude from
this.
The Ringer. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
But primarily because that is like my era of music.
Yeah.
But the guy who does it, his name's Rob Harvella. He's from The Ringer, and he sounds exactly like John Mulaney. So a lot of it sounds like funny.
Ooh.
And then he knows everything about music, and he does like a 30-minute like little documentary podcast talking about like the band or the rapper or whatever. He picks one song, but he goes to like the beginning of their career, does a whole lead up, and then the second half is an interview with like Rolling Stone magazine writer or whatever.
Cool.
But I just started listening to Just a Girl for No Doubt, and he was talking about the ska era, which is just one of the fun. He said there's like 3 eras of ska. There's like the 50s when it started in Jamaica, and then there was like a revival in the 70s, and then like the No Doubt in the 90s, Mighty Mighty Bosstones and all that shit.
Bosstones,
And it's
yeah.
just Real Big Fish, all that shit. And when like throughout it, he talks and then plays clips of the music and shit. And anytime a ska song plays, there's like the horns hit, and it's, I mean, it's just the funniest genre of music. I don't know why it
It's
just puts like a
great.
smile. I love it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I was
it's like
actually
the
just listening
corniest,
to.
like I think it's like
Sublime ska. I was just listening to Sublime
Yeah, I
the
think
other
there's
day.
ska.
There's like
and-
ska
Which, by the way, I was listening to
Yeah.
Sublime the other day, and fucking, fuck, give me Sublime songs.
Santeria.
No,
I know. Yeah.
40 ounces to freedom.
no, it's from their self-titled album.
I think that's their only album, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, they have, I think there's a
No,
couple.
40 ounces to freedom was an album, I think. Have you told
I thought
PFT
they-
about that?
About what? 60 ounces to
The
60
ska
songs?
thing?
Oh, yeah, he's a big ska
He's a
guy.
huge ska guy.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
The
Beer.
Heinen.
Yeah, they had a bunch. It is "Caress Me Down."
That's a great song.
It's a great song, and also it's a great song, great answer for if you meet your girlfriend's dad for the first time, he gives you the aux chord.
Can you sing it?
Why?
Sing Caress Me Down.
Caress me down,
See if I know it.
and that's that loving sound.
No,
Sublime is one of those
Is that
bands.
as loud as your phone goes?
I guess so.
It's just like, what the fuck? I can't hear shit.
What do they say about dads?
Just
Me amo Bradley. Yeah. I'm
hornier than Ron Jeremy.
I forgot this song.
But like you can't hear that music without just feeling good.
I totally forgot that song.
Dude,
Right?
it's
It's awesome. I mean, I think
uh,
it's obviously very reggae-ish too, but that
Yeah.
like that just simple like don't
Yeah.
everybody just kind of starts to nod, and then
Yeah.
you put in some horns and shit. It just makes you happy.
Yeah. It kind of, it's also like it's like one of those things like Jamaican music is awesome, like dub music is cool, and like ska is always like it's like a lot of music, it provides like a point of entry for like white people
Yes.
to like
Yeah.
It's like soft enough for us
Yeah.
to get into.
Yeah, like I was very
horny enough
obsessed
for the
with No
whites to
Doubt.
enjoy.
Spiderwebs
Yeah.
might be my like top 5 favorite songs of all
Yeah, I
time.
mean,
No Doubt.
this episode
Just a
about them
Girl,
was talking
fantastic.
about how like Gwen Stefani, like they were fine as a band, but then Gwen Stefani became Gwen Stefani.
I respect the
Was,
shit out of
do you
Gwen
think
Stefani,
that
like,
episode, or
always.
did they touch on it? Was that episode what? I saw there was like a viral tweet the other day, like, quote tweet your favorite Gwen Stefani cultural appropriation moment, and it was like, do you think what did they talk about?
Harajuku
in there?
Girls,
I mean,
the
I-
song.
I think-
I said Harajuku Girls, the song. Maybe.
What is it?
Good song, Harajuku,
Harajuku
Girls. She had
Girls.
her Love Angel
don't-
Music Baby album is all like Japanese inspired, and it, in my opinion, it's a really good album. All the songs are really good. She was in Japan for the whole thing. All the music videos are like the Japanese girls in the back, and Harajuku was like a district in
I feel like if
Japan.
you go to
Sort of thing.
Japan and do it, and they co-sign you
I
while
don't
you're
know,
there,
people,
then
she
you're
hasn't
good.
been like
Yeah.
canceled for it, so I don't
She-
know if people are like mad about
culture
it. But it
vulture
is
thing
a
is a
little,
spectrum.
it's a little funky
It is.
to watch.
I also that always bugs me out where it's like where is the line of like cultural infusion and melting pot and paying homage, and then all of a sudden you're a culture vulture.
Well, also it's like
which
you
isn't-
only really get tagged as a culture vulture if
blow
the
up.
music
When you
sucks.
suc- well, no, I think it's the
Because-
opposite. I think when you succeed,
Yeah.
people
If
get,
that were
like,
true,
'cause no
then
one's gonna
Drake
know.
would like not have a career.
Yeah.
Drake is like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
biggest.
But it is a
Well,
common knock.
It's not like a cancellation,
Yeah.
but it's like he does get called the cultural.
Yeah,
vulture.
some,
makes-
some
he
people
makes
came
good
after
music.
Bruno Mars even.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, that
Like,
was
and-
crazy.
but other people were like, nah, get out of here, get out of here.
Yeah, there's a couple of instances where people try to cancel him, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
no, we're good.
Dude, what?
But-
Speaking of Drake, he was on ESPN as a commentator the other day, just briefly, and I think he put it on his Instagram, or ESPN did SportsCenter. I don't think I follow Drake. I might.
Were
But
you, by the way, were you
the
rocking the Drake shirt
Sounds like
yesterday?
you follow
Was that
Drake.
No, somebody had just rocking the Drake album on their shirt.
Jordan Berry just had a
That's
had a
what it was.
I don't
I confused
think-
you with Jordan.
I don't think it's discussed enough that he is a 34-year-old man with a heart-shaped injury.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
It
crazy,
is
it's crazy.
ridiculous.
It is.
You know what?
Nuts.
You know what's a testament to how like lame that is nobody else really did that.
Yeah.
Like that didn't become a thing. You know what I mean? I feel like Drake wanted that to like be you
Like
know,
he's
nah.
trying to do. He's like, oh,
he's
I'm embracing this.
really-
I like it. Like it's not
I'm
lame
a
because
boy.
I like it
I
and
think
whatever.
that
But it's like it is lame. It's
It is
objectively
super
lame.
lame. I think he may have been a victim of the pandemic because like that was probably in the works in like 2019.
Yeah.
And then he's like, man, I want to get the heart off.
I gotta do that.
And then it's
2
like
years
now all of
later.
a sudden it's like we're in 2022. It's like you just got to get the heart off, and it was like it's weird. Like for whatever reason, Drake in the last 3 years just became like viewed different. I don't know what it is. Like he just became viewed.
He's corny. He's
differently.
corny now.
Well,
Yeah.
I think part of it was like I never got the whole like he makes the same music every time, because then the other argument was that he is kind of a culture vulture who's changing up his
Both are
style.
true. Both are
Like,
true. He's wicked corny and he makes
Yeah.
good music.
Yeah.
It's just
Those
that
are, like,
it is
both
similar
true.
every time. It's
Yeah.
I'm all good with the if it ain't broke, don't fix it approach.
Yeah.
I feel like
Make
if
the
we-
same
if we
action
all-
movies, make
right.
the same comedies.
I think
make
that
the
was
same,
the
you know?
best review I read of Certified Lover Boy. Was like Drake can do this until he dies.
Yeah.
He'll be able to put out this
And
album
like, I just
until he
don't
dies.
think there's anything wrong with that.
He
It's
just
not
like
I
is
wanna
who he is, I
reinvent
guess. Like
myself.
this is who I am. Well, maybe that's what he's doing with the heart thing. He's like, I am who I am. I want this fucking heart in my heart. I don't care what you
do
think.
it. You know, if he's like 50 and he wants to prove a point, it's like, I don't know. When you've made every rom-com in the world and then you want to prove that you can do like real acting, fine, but not before you've made a bag of money and had all the fun in the world doing what you're good at.
I think he's just kind of run out of shit. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he started off
Yeah.
being like, I'm the underdog. Like, look at me, I'm getting
Yeah,
money and I'm
yeah.
celebrating.
Now I
And now
just
he's
got
kind of
money.
like, I've been on top for so long. It's like, what do I rap about at this
Well,
point?
I think people said that about Jay-Z too, where it was like, rap just doesn't hit the same when you're talking about the art on your wall and like,
Yeah,
running
right.
your
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
It's like,
Right.
we like drugs and guns and hoes and
The
shit.
struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the appealing part is
Yeah.
the struggle or the like, I'm the bad guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
gangster. So,
Right.
Well, while we're on the topic, I do like to ask people this: what is your favorite type of Drake? My favorite type of Drake is Caribbean Drake.
yeah.
Caribbean
love
Drake is a
Caribbean
good.
Or
Is
was
a
that? It
good
was like
Drake.
more like
One Dance.
Yeah, I like that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Calling everyone Tim.
Passion fruit.
Yeah. But then you got Dubai Drake, you got Mad Ting Drake,
See that-
you got
Yeah,
British
yeah.
Drake.
I like it.
British Drake.
British
British
Drake,
Drake
I
is
would say
good.
British Drake is a close second. to-
What's
British
British
Drake
Drake?
is good.
Him with
like him with like Skepta or like anything.
Smile.
What's a
Anything
song?
on like More Life. Like a good one would be, gosh, what is it? He has so many good ones.
Mad Ting's Drake.
He has so many good ones.
is
Probably
Mad-
my
what is
favorite
Mad
album
Ting's
of
Drake?
Drake's.
That's like Jamaican.
That's
why
Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
Yeah. What's
More
going on with
More
White
Life.
Chet Hayes, by the way? Is he
More
is
like,
he
I say, I
still
think
doing anything?
this is my favorite.
White Boy
Always-
Summer's
we always
over.
have favorite.
White Boy Summer is
Yeah,
is
no
over.
long talk is British Drake.
Yeah.
Dude, he's done
it's like Apex Predator British Drake.
Yeah. These are good songs. Fake Love I like.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got
Passion
so.
Fruit's pretty
And then there's
good.
Canadian Drake.
Oh, that's just Drake.
Wheelchair Drake.
Huh? Yeah,
I don't know, actually
Drake.
Views. Views might be my favorite
I
album.
wonder
Like, I have a
if
lot of
Drake's gonna
Drake
act
favorites.
again.
One day.
I think that he actually is,
You know what?
when he does his skits before
Yeah.
his music videos, they're very
They're good.
They're
Like
very
he could
funny.
do like a
His
small,
SNL
Yeah,
show
he's
was hilarious.
silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
could
a
do
silly
like
guy.
small roles or cameo or like a funny
at the bar
comedy.
mitzvah.
Yeah.
I kind of like I halfway did it this week on the Kevin Clancy show because I was legitimately too afraid to do it, and I think I got enough courage up to say because a lot of people were like yeah, but The Rock's song sucks, and I'm just not afraid to say it anymore.
I saw that
It
on the
stinks.
internet. What is that?
He's on a song.
He
Tech
has-
Nine has
he
a
has
new
a verse,
song.
right?
And- huh?
It's not his whole song, right?
No,
It's just
Tech
a verse.
Nine is like it's
Did
Tech
you
Nine
just say
song.
Tech Nine and
Yeah.
The Rock?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The Rock has like a
Featuring
feature.
The Rock,
on it.
Like 151
Yeah.
Rum Tech Nine?
Yes.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
like Tech Nine.
like the
number one
and
movie
it
star.
starts off the music
Yeah,
video.
well, it's not really a rap.
Well,
It is.
he rap. It's like 25 seconds. It's very. The way I described it is, you're watching the NBA Finals, and they're going to commercial break,
Yep.
and they have like a promo song that's like
That's it.
intimidation, determination, and it's like this choppy spoken word poetry thing. But at one point, like the beat cuts out, and he goes like, "Tell my motherfucking name," and they go,
Oh.
"The Rock," and so everyone's like, "Ah," but it stinks.
Then it's like
It
The
just-
Rock.
and,
being
I mean,
cute.
there were people on Instagram being like, "The Rock can rap, man. He's spitting," and I'm like,
I
it was
think
like
it's-
Emperor's New Clothes. I was like, what's
Yeah.
going on? It's number
Yeah.
one on iTunes, number one YouTube video in the world, number 6 like rap
mean,
song
that
in the
makes
world.
Well,
sense.
he raps.
Yeah, it's
The
gotta
Rock raps on
Like,
that
that's
song
never
the way
not
that
gonna
he
be a
raps
success. I'm not saying it's not a
You're
success,
Welcome from Moana.
No,
like it's
see,
the same shit.
I actually like that better. Like,
Yeah.
No,
I
agree.
was
Because
saying,
it's,
You're
'cause it's a
welcome
corny
bangs.
kids movie.
You're
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
bang.
You know what,
But this song does
You're
not. It
welcome
doesn't translate the same.
Is The Rock.
Yeah.
This song is The Rock trying to be a rapper. He should have just like kind of done what he kind of is growling, and he's like they're trying to make it sound hard, and he's trying to spit fast, and I just like if he just kind of did Maui, I think it would have been better.
His rapper name should be The Rapper.
The rapper instead of The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock. The rapper. That would be good. That would be good.
I think
I
he
love
kind
him
of does
so
the people
much,
on
though.
Instagram were saying like he can rap and stuff. I think you kind of Cusack it, where when you're already a celebrity, the bar is so low. Like,
Yes.
oh, all right.
He
He,
can
can
do
do
it.
confrontation.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Like he can. Like, no, he can't.
No,
And,
yeah.
like, that's a regular person.
I don't like
not
blame him. Like, if like go ahead, like you want to be a rapper, like you want to make movies, you want to.
Is he just friends with Tech Nine? Because like Tech Nine doesn't have to have the money
He's friends
to
with
pay
everyone.
for like.
Yeah, The Rock.
Is he?
He must be.
He's
The
friends
Rock's
with
friends
everyone.
with
It's The
everyone in the
Rock.
world.
But like,
you know?
but to do like what do you call them? Not a sample, a verse? What
Verse, yeah.
a feature?
Feature.
To do a feature, The Rock
I know.
must have an insane price. And
the-
Tech Nine.
But I wonder,
doesn't
like,
have
if
that
he
low.
even
I
wants
bet-
to get
I bet
paid. Like, he
he's
probably is just like,
I
hey, I'd
just
like to
wanna
do
rap, you know?
this. Yeah.
I don't even know because it's like I'm getting my own thing out of it.
I don't
Yeah.
know. That you blew my doors off by saying Tech
I
Nine.
know, it's crazy. And what's
Yeah.
even crazier is that the music video starts with them FaceTiming, and it's like this corny ass fake FaceTime where it's like, whoop, and he's like, "What's up, Tech Nine?" He's like, "What's up, Rock?" And
This
and
is
he's
like fan fiction.
it's crazy. The Rock
Yeah.
is like, he's like, "You know what we gotta do, right?" And Tech Nine's like, "Yeah." we
Everyone's
gotta
like,
do
"No,
it."
what
He's
is-
like-
what is this?
He's like, "You know what?
What
you know we
two
gotta give the
possibly be doing?
What is this? No, none of us
He
know.
goes, we gotta give the people more, and then Tech Nine's like,
Of
we
what?
gotta give them more.
They, of
And then they're
what?
like, yeah, the beat
No,
drops, and it's
no.
like,
The tweet announcing this song was the first time in written history that Tech Nine and The Rock appeared in the same sentence.
right, and
And
now
they're
it's
like,
more.
The people are clamoring.
Yeah. And he has something. He says something about mana. That it's some like I don't know, Hawaiian, Samoan thing. His mana, and I think that's like his new
Nice.
line. His
Yeah,
new
it's like a
thing he's
Bible
pushing.
thing to eat in the desert. Manna,
Yeah,
it's like
manna.
sustain
Oh,
you.
it's-
Yeah, it's like sustenance. Go
And
ahead,
like,
go
and like,
tell us.
And
What's
like,
up?
Dungeons and Dragons would be to like sustain your
offense.
magical powers, so you could cast spells,
Are you a D&D guy?
enchantments. Not, it's Diablo. That's a Blizzard game.
Correct.
I
Yeah, yeah.
I can translate.
Sure.
Hell yeah, Bibs.
Did you ever play Dungeons and Dragons at all?
No,
a fan,
just
please?
Diablo.
I feel like Dungeons and Dragons is either
I
something
don't know where
you
this knowledge
either-
comes from.
Yeah, you hot and bothered?
No, it's the most.
This is how it goes down.
Barely contain myself. Tell me
Diablo.
more.
Yeah,
Tell me
I think
more.
it's just because it's called Diablo.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. I hear fire.
My level 23 necromancer would cast bone spear.
Okay.
Would cast bone spear, and you'd be so turned on right now.
Listen, I'm
Wow.
too. This place, flood warning on this place. Like, get the fuck out.
Bone armor. Stop talking about it.
Tim, I
Stop,
almost got
please
you a
stop.
Magic Gathering shirt when I got Frankie. It was an XXL.
I'm gonna buy a Magic the Gathering shirt right as soon as this is over, man.
If it was in your size, I definitely would have got it.
Dugsy told me I got a couple Magic cards worth like $1,000.
For real?
A couple thousand.
Still sitting on your desk, right?
Yep. I gotta sell them. If you want to buy my Juzam Djinn and my Diamond Valley,
There you go.
holler at me because I got them.
Doug's, can you value Pokemon cards? Like, do you know the Pokemon trade?
I know how to read. So it's kind of like being a lawyer. Like I don't know all the laws, but like I know how to
can
find.
consult.
So I can figure out. Like,
My mom just sent me my entire Pokemon collection.
Oh, really?
And it's like 30 full pages of Pokemon.
Yeah, let's take a
Wow,
look.
that's sick.
awesome.
What do you think the average one's worth? 10 cents?
Dollar.
Well, it depends on how old they are. Like if they're the old ones, they might be worth $1 each. Like but like you got to get into grading and everything. If they're just basic, it all depends. But
There's a lot riding on this.
That's a lot.
I learned.
Are you?
I got a new
you got some
apartment
shit?
just because I got this Pokemon thing. I was like, I got Pokemon cards. They're laminated. This is
Yeah.
obviously going to get me rich.
They're laminated.
Yeah, they're ready to go. They're like,
You mean like
Are they
they're in
in,
the
like, the
sleeves, or you
slot-
put
the
them through a
sleeves?
laminator?
they're in sleeves.
Okay, that's
They're in
okay.
sleeves.
You don't want to put them through a
Yeah,
laminator,
yeah,
right?
Is that
yeah.
bad?
Heat them up. Yeah, I don't think
Okay,
so.
good.
No. Especially
Probably,
the
probably
holographic
worth like
cards would fuck them up.
$17
Yeah,
the whole thing.
yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say you're not
Take a
gonna
look.
get money out of this.
I think that I did go through it. There's a couple Charizards in there, and I know the Charizards go off.
Yeah.
For like
Yeah,
$50.
people-
There's like a chance. If there's anything that could
depends.
go
It all
off, it's the
depends.
Charizard.
Well, it all depends on the actual like the quality of the card. Because you can have a Charizard, but like there's white spots on the corner. If the corners are bent, if it's
Bro,
if it's
I
scratched.
almost bought a Black Lotus in Magic the Gathering for
so
like
much cum on my
$400,
Charizards.
Oh, those.
which at the time was like all the money I ever had, and it's worth like $250,000.
I was gonna say, I looked a year ago. They were going to like one of the top ones, like 80,000.
Crazy.
Like,
It's like I was like 12, and I was like, I can't spend $400. But it
Oh, I
would've
realized you were that young. That's
yeah,
crazy.
I was like a
Yeah.
kid. It was like
Yeah.
all my confirmation
Yeah.
money.
400
Which, by the way,
is
was
not
such
right now.
Confirmation money. Oh my
Confirmation-
God.
Confirmation
You get
was like
nothing for
$400, and all my
confirmation.
Jewish friends got like $5,000 cash.
All I wanted was that bar
mitzvahs,
mitzvah money.
right.
All I wanted. I was like, ooh, like all my friends have bar mitzvahs. They're, whatever. And a couple years later is confirmation. It's like 2 years later. And so you're like, woo, here I
That's
am, about
my
to
turn.
step into my own money. It's like literally $500. Like
and
the
you
most.
get the savings bonds, and then I got like a silver coin,
It's
like
the
a commemorative
worst.
coin.
It's the worst. And,
I was
and
like,
an extra name, and an
which
extra,
is
an extra middle
so
name that I don't give a fuck
bullshit.
about.
Bar
What's your middle
mitzvahs.
name?
Bar mitzvahs.
Veronica.
Veronica.
Yeah,
Fucking-
obviously.
Who's Saint Veronica?
Oh, I'll tell you all about Saint Veronica.
That is a slutty saint.
I know, that's why I
Veronica's
chose
a
it.
hoe name.
Saint Veronica is the girl the woman who, as Jesus was walking with the cross on his back and sweating, he
Ran up
stumbled
there.
at first.
Yeah.
And Saint Veronica went up to him and wiped his face with like, I don't know, some shit. And
Yeah.
apparently this,
Shroud,
the
yeah.
whatever the fuck, is like
Shroud.
in the museum in Rome still.
Yeah.
That's
The
because
bar
it's
for
with like his
sainthood has
face
been
on
risen.
it.
His face.
And I heard the name
Yeah.
Veronica, and I went, that's a good
She
story,
gave
and
him a
that's a good
handkerchief.
name.
No surprise that
That
she
was
was
just-
jumping
She
on
didn't
the
even
chick
give it
who's,
to him.
who's
Yeah,
wiping
she
down
did.
No, she
somebody
kept
in the
it.
back.
She
I
kept
need to
it.
comfort
Hey, I'm
man
gonna need
towards
that
the
back.
waist.
Right,
That's how
and apparently it's like
Whoa,
if
what's
you
the
whatever the museum. I've never been there obviously,
It's
but the
bullshit.
museum
His
in
face
Rome.
is
Yeah,
in
it's
it.
supposed to be his face is
Yeah.
like in it. It's
Oh,
like
the
this glass
Shroud
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
is that what it is?
The Shroud of Turin? Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Whatever. So that's
That's
me.
just a
Saint Veronica.
fucking. That's just a
You looking at it?
tissue.
I watched a documentary about that, and I was trying to think of what it was.
There
believe-
are
I
there
believe
are
I'm
so
correct.
many relics that they say are like from the
I have a
time
religious
of
podcast,
Jesus,
thank
and they're
you.
from like thousands of years later.
Yeah, it's
From
like
hundreds and hundreds
let's
of years
get real.
later, where it's like, yeah, this is old, no doubt, but it's not from like the year.
One day I'm gonna go see that though, and I'm definitely gonna look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's obviously his face.
I could
That's
see it.
obviously his face.
It's
Yeah.
like when you look in clouds, like what do you see? It's like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
I'm gonna
the
see
nose,
G-
the mouth.
I
It'd be
think
funny if
about
you
it
did
too,
like
though.
a whole travel series where you're like, I'm going to Rome, I want to see the Shroud of Turin.
Oh, no, the Shroud of
I'm gonna
Turin is the
decide whether or
burial
not
shroud,
it's
which
his
is
face,
wrapped
and you
after
walk
this
like you do like a
picture.
20-minute long like journey. You walk and like, oh yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, that's for sure it. Yeah,
Looks
that's
good to
absolutely
me.
it.
Yeah,
That's
I
how
don't
you
know
know
why
the
all these
believer I saw
historians are
right
arguing.
away.
It's definitely
Yeah, it's obviously it.
I could see.
Yeah, you don't.
I
you
always
don't have
think of
enough
it though in
faith.
my head. I always wonder like how is it that it could have been his face? So the way that I picture it in my head is like Jesus is wearing makeup, and so it's like it's like
Yeah, that's
covered
what's-
in like.
that's the
'cause if I
only
were to
way it
put
would-
right,
Hey,
if
Kelly, I got a
punch-
different thing it could be.
What?
Fucking blood
Sweat
from the
blood,
Crown of
yeah.
Oh
Thorns.
yeah, it's
Dirt,
probably that
sweat,
too.
blood.
It's probably blood.
Dirt, sweat, and blood.
Was there a lot of
Crown of
It's definitely blood.
Yeah,
It's definitely blood.
Dude, that crown
Rouge,
of
it's a
nails that have been
rouge.
hammered into
He
his
wasn't
head.
putting on a production. He was like,
Kelly's like, he must have had a really
But
thick foundation.
I imagine
When
it
he was
like
asking
I imagine
water,
the like the
just spritz 'em.
mascara even like
Oh
I
yeah,
imagine like the
JC's
outline.
mascara. He pulled off his
It's always-
fake lashes while you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's
nailed
always
to
how
a
I
wooden
thought of it.
cross.
Like even as I was like receiving the sacrament as Saint Veronica, whatever the fuck, I was like, that's Jesus' mascara getting off on that shit.
You can see his contour.
He's gotta get
He's
waterproof
got
next
huge
time.
fake lips that are pressed into the.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just always how I've imagined it, still to this day.
Dude, the
So I
Crown
look
of
forward to
Thorns.
seeing it.
Jesus
Right,
Christ.
right.
You already
Imagine.
you already
Over under
crucified
6 or
the
7
guy.
words for Spider
Crown of
today.
Thorns. Seems like overkill.
Spider just brings his presence.
He
I
didn't
have-
reply to that, so I'm gonna say under.
No, I actually had a question though
Shit.
earlier. Like, do you think there's anyone, we're talking about Hammy being able to play the accordion.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else in the office that has any hidden talents, do we think?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, we were
I think people
aware
are
of
too afraid because they'll be exploited for their talents.
I don't
which
want
they
to call
should
it
let
hidden
us.
talent, but Donnie just walked by. Donnie wing walking.
That was sick.
That
is
was
nuts.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't.
cool.
The only time I ever saw that was on Old School Road Rules when the hot blonde chick stood on top of the fucking plane.
Oh,
I don't think
actually,
anybody
okay.
does that ever again. And Donnie did it like with 1 day practice.
That's so insane.
He's legit gonna die trying to do something.
No, it literally is. It literally
And
is.
then
He's also
he's got to do his contract
shit.
like, when this blows up, when I die trying.
Yeah.
We have one in the works, an episode I will be participating in.
Oh gosh.
You
What
are
are you gonna
participating
do?
in something?
Yeah.
Have you done it already?
Have I done? No.
Is it filmed?
Is it gonna be you getting up off the floor and not using your hands?
No, he's actually gonna die trying.
No, that's too hard. He'll die for real.
It has to do with stuff coming up in our show, our live show. Other people will be doing things. It's circuses.
Okay.
I just said it.
And you're gonna go do circus act shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
Donnie, Donnie's
high
like
wire,
a physical
high wire
specimen
tightrope
who
shit.
has like the right mentality and the right
Does he
coordination.
have the right mentality, or is he just a psycho?
I
Probably
think
a
you have to
little
be a
bit of both.
psycho
That's
to do
the
it.
right
I think you have to be
mentality.
fearless. I
Yeah.
think you go into this shit with fear, you're fucked. You. I don't know, man.
Like
I don't know.
get shot out of a cannon and shit.
Are you gonna get shot?
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
This
I
is
would do
gonna
that.
be. This is a suicide by circus.
I
That's what it feels like.
I feel like that'll compact your spine, no?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Are they gonna have a net
Yeah.
set up and everything? Like,
I would hope so. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna tell them how to do their job. But like, no, you're fine.
That's
Go
so
I
ahead.
bet you
Yeah.
there's somebody here who can sing who doesn't say it.
Yeah.
Like I can
Yeah.
see that.
There's
Can
Yeah,
you
for
sing,
sure.
Doug?
Yeah, Dougsy can sing.
yeah, but not that
That's
great.
it.
But like, there's
No,
definitely
you're selling yourself short. You can
You
sing.
sang last year. I remember that.
He can
on
sing.
Christmas. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like very casual.
Sure.
Like, oh,
I don't
wow,
think-
that's
average,
surprising.
yeah.
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 But
If
like,
I know
but then I
anything
listen to
about-
real singing. I'm like,
Sure.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
I'm
yeah.
not saying
I like
you're,
to think I can sing.
Whitney Houston, but
Yeah.
I like to tell people I can. I think I can sometimes.
Can you?
I'm good at like karaoke levels.
Yeah.
Let's hear a little
There
something.
you go.
Well,
That's, I think that's
acapella,
fair.
not it's not my
No?
most, it's not my finest moment. I
If
also like to
everyone
have a
gets
microphone.
drunk and there's a lot of music playing,
like I
Yeah.
something funny like Glennie all of a sudden has the voice of an angel.
Yeah,
You know,
that
like
would
something
be
like that
glorious.
where he's
Or
been
like you
hiding
can
it
play
this
the
whole time.
harmonica.
Ooh.
The
If I could
harmonica's
play the
good.
harmonica, I would probably bring it everywhere.
So
and do it all
underrated.
the time.
Well, that's the thing about
Yeah,
fucking
harmonicas are
hidden
fun.
talents.
So sick.
People don't
Exactly.
really leave them hidden.
Yeah, if you have a talent, you gotta
like,
let it
if I know anything about singers, if someone can sing here,
They'll
they've
let you
sung.
know.
Yeah.
They've sung in front of a camera.
That's
Looking
true.
at Tyler
It's
O'Day.
Yeah,
that's true.
Looking at
That's true.
fucking Frank
Tyler
Tank,
O'Day.
who can't sing, but will really insist. on it.
Tyler, we all know is like the new pop star. He was karaoke.
He was all right. Like that's what I'm saying. I was.
Karaoke. That's like the
Yes,
perfect-
I would say I am as good. I would say I'm decent as Tyler.
It
How
was people
dare
went
you.
loose. I thought I was on a different
I
planet.
was getting punked. I
I
was
was
like
like,
a joke.
No,
It's not bad. It's not like,
karaoke
turn
is
it
the
off,
perfect
but it's-
description.
No, but it's
Yeah.
not
I
can
like
whistle really
from the
loud.
laughter.
Let's hear it.
Whoa! Oh my god!
But like that only happens when I'm at like a sporting event or something. Like I'm never gonna come into the office and do
I
that.
hated that.
was a good
Wow,
one.
it's- that really did.
loud.
Yeah.
That was so
And
loud.
so,
I wasn't
like,
expecting
When
it.
I'm in a
Wow.
sporting event, it makes like I would never do that in the office though. Well, I mean, besides that one time.
I can't do the like a shh. I
Oh
can
yeah,
do the-
people
My
put
bad,
their
Sling.
to do it. People and that always
Why do they do that? What do they
to
It
like
pushes your
to
tongue,
fold their
right?
tongue back. But like,
But, like,
I'm
fold
pretty
your
good with
tongue.
tongue,
You
so
can
I
do
can
it
do it.
without- you don't need
I can't whistle it
Oh,
out,
which
so-
one?
There-
The
there
W?
you go.
Can you do
That's
the
what
W?
you're supposed to do with it?
No, you gotta
Uh-huh.
fold it back.
Uh-huh.
Like
You got like a little one. You got like a little
Oh,
clip.
wow.
so like it does create that, but
It
you
is
gotta like
tiny.
fold
It
it
looks
further
like a
back.
clip for real.
If we're doing questions, I have a question, and I hope someone can help me. I was fortunate enough to have, for a long time now, I think if anyone knows the answer to this, it's Rudy, to have like a broken phone that didn't really work.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I have a functioning phone, so I have a new one. And I can't walk down the street and use Twitter, because it tries to attach Wi-Fi to every one of those fucking things I
Oh,
walk
it's
by.
so annoying.
How do I stop
Here's
that?
what you do.
Turn off light.
Turn off Wi-Fi.
But like
Yeah.
I do it every time. Like I just slide down, I hit that, and then it just connects to the next one.
I
No,
turn
it's
down.
us.
I
Let me
turn off
see.
Wi-Fi every time I leave this building.
There was
better ask
a
it to
story in
stop
the news.
searching.
Yeah.
These guys like broke into some place and committed a crime. I think like a pretty heinous crime.
What?
But their Wi-Fi
like
automatically logged
auto-connected?
in with their like
Oh, my-
school name. or
That's my
something.
guy.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's
Thank
that's
you.
good
I think
shit.
so.
Wow.
What do you do? Do you
Turn
turn the
off
Wi-Fi
auto.
off?
He turned it like it's. I can go on Wi-Fi, but it doesn't just attract regular networks.
Yeah, there's a setting, right?
Yeah, it says ask to join
don't
network.
trust, don't
Turn it
trust
off.
weird networks.
That's like DNA for 21st
Bro,
century
I've been
right there.
miserable.
The Wi-Fi,
Your
yeah.
My
Your Wi-Fi
walks
pass is
to
like
and from
They're
work have
bad.
been miserable
Like
for
you
3
mean
months
every
now.
Wi-Fi network?
Just
you
me
don't
randomly being like, oh, you fucking
I have the same shit. We have the same one.
walking home.
People think you're a crazy
Just
person.
muttering.
I really don't want to connect. I do not want to connect.
Sound like Home Alone Berkeley.
No, it wasn't even like it wasn't even asking to connect. It was just connecting, and then it wouldn't work. So I'd be in the middle of watching a video, it would stop. I'm like, and I'd walk the next block, speed walking, so I can get away from that Wi-Fi network. The whole fucking thing.
No one argues on the
Jesus.
phone like New Yorkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowhere else in the country will you see people like arguing on the phone, and like yelling. And I get like self-conscious. I'm like, damn, like I kind of want to I want to get in an argument on the phone.
I saw a guy
Yeah.
getting arrested right by the church over there. Very like hippie, long hair, young dude though. Like tie-dye shirt, like pretty well put together. Just straight up getting fucking like cuffed behind the back. Right by the
Wow,
church.
what did
I
he
don't know
do?
what happened. But there was a whole little.
Was he on the phone?
Huh?
Was he on the
No,
phone?
no, I was
Yeah,
just thinking about
is
just
he yelling?
ridiculous
Yeah, I was wondering where that was coming into play.
Yeah,
The
no.
whole time he's just screaming to his lawyer, "This motherfucker!"
Yeah.
Yeah, he joined the wrong Wi-Fi.
His phone's on the ground. Yeah, it's actually John with a wig.
We'll wrap up here. You just mentioned Home Alone. What do you think of the remake? The British
So
remake.
I don't want to be like a negative person. Like there's a like.
But fuck that shit. Right?
Yes, there's
Yeah.
there's the bit like, oh, you're ruining. It's like they can't ruin it. Like Home Alone is Home Alone to me. Like
Yeah.
like what they can do whatever they want, and I'll still like Home Alone will still be Home Alone to me.
Right.
But it's another. You know.
Bastardization. Of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Why
It's
is it
whatever,
British?
like,
I mean, I get why it's British. I'm assuming it happens in Britain.
Yeah,
It's,
like,
it's,
but,
a,
like,
it's,
why
a
did-
little,
what's-
it's a little British
It's like
kid.
Rob Delaney and Ellie Kemper
the
and stuff,
family
right?
goes to
They're
Hong
not British. They're
Kong.
probably like the asshole
yeah.
Americans. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're
Well, Rob Delaney does
bands.
live there because that's where Catastrophe.
Right.
Like, I think he never
Pete
came back.
Holmes is
No,
like the
no,
dad.
no, no.
Pete Holmes is
Yeah.
their dad, and
Yeah.
everyone else is British. It's weird.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but
Weird.
the only
It's
thing that
weird.
this is like, it's not like a sequel. It's a remake. So like,
Yes.
he says, you know, I must protect this house. It's like literally exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's the same type of booby traps and like seeing
I must protect
one-liners.
this house with Home Alone.
But you,
That was Home Alone.
That was an
can't-
Under Armour commercial.
I was gonna say, I thought I attribute it to Under Armour now.
Oh, yeah. I might have said.
I must protect this house. This is my home. I must protect it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd
But
be,
that's-
I'm okay with it as long as if through like all the press leading up to the movie, none of them acknowledge the fact that it's a remake.
No, it is called. It's called Home Sweet Home Alone.
Yeah, that's right. So
They're like,
Yeah.
they're like, it's
to it.
awesome to work with an original screenplay.
Yeah.
I think that this
Yeah.
is a good project. Like, you know, it's
I just don't get how
something-
they're going to get past. Like, the joke always was Home Alone in the year 2010.
Yeah, exactly.
It's over because someone just called you on your cell phone.
Home Alone could never happen post 9/11.
Right, that was like
oh,
the
no,
joke.
never.
we have to get to Chicago O'Hare in 45 minutes and get through security. I don't think so. And I don't think so. And I went to the and I went to the and I went to the house.
Very far
The
from
house
there.
is nowhere near the Chicago airport. It's in a really nice area.
But, you know, the idea of like we just texted them and said like we're sending
Yeah.
someone home for you. Don't worry.
It would be
So,
like doing phone booth, like,
Yes.
but there's no phone booth because
Right.
it's 2021.
Right.
I'll give it a
Right.
whirl, but it's
Yeah,
gonna be.
I'm,
absolutely
listen,
You're gonna
if
give it a
kids
whirl?
Like it, kids
What-
like it,
what?
whatever. But
You're
my
gonna
kids
watch
will be
it?
watching the real Home Alone.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way you'll
chance.
watch this movie.
No, there's no
Like,
chance. If my kids were old enough to like sit through a movie, I would probably. No, I would just make them watch the original.
Yes.
I try to force
Yeah.
movies on them. They don't have the.
Really?
They only watch
Yeah,
like.
do they like
short
watch
things.
movies or something? No, they're
No,
short.
they
short
watch
and
short
short
things.
and-
Watch
Well, that's
YouTube
kids
like
now, I
that,
guess,
yeah,
right?
YouTube.
YouTube and short
7,
shit.
I'll put on like Pitch Perfect, but we only watch like this scene
Really?
this thing. They can't watch the in between.
What about the first time they watch things like Pitch Perfect or Frozen or something?
Frozen?
Do they
Is
watch
the
it start
longest
to
we've
finish?
gotten, but like no.
How old are they?
6 and almost 6 and 4.
I guess like
Oh, yeah,
I can't
that's
even
fair.
remember.
That's
Did,
young
did everyone
still.
watch movies at that age? Did you?
I think I did.
All I did was watch
Maybe
movies.
like
Yeah.
Disney,
But it
all
was
like
like
Disney movies on
Disney
repeat
movies
all
were
Well,
the
we also
time.
have an iPad at them, so they just watch
Animated.
YouTube. So now they're not
Right.
used to like it's this 2-hour thing.
No, it was always pop in the VHS, and I was
Yeah.
out
Right,
for a
right.
couple hours. Yeah,
Right.
it was constant. Little
Yeah.
Mermaid just on repeat all day.
Yeah.
So no, yeah. If they can watch any movies, we're doing regular Home Alone.
Have you
not
tried the
actually Home.
classic Disney
I
movies
tried
like
to
Little
force
Mermaid?
it.
and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah. Like they know them and it kind of works, but they'll never just sit for the full 2 hours,
Yeah.
which is fucking annoying.
Makes me sad.
Before we go, I have one more question.
Sure.
Do you think we, as a society, are past the point where we cannot be happy about injuries? So the reason I ask all this,
About what?
the Red Sox are playing the Astros in the
And not
ALCS.
injuries.
Lance McCullers
Yeah,
is
that's fucking
hurt.
good for you. Let's go.
Dude, like people have always said, like they're like, I don't root for injuries. I root for injuries.
I don't root. I'm not,
I don't root for like.
I'm
I
not
don't,
sitting there like play to
Nothing
play, being like, I
long-term.
hope he gets hit in the
Nothing
face with a
You
pitch.
don't want him to play against
Right.
you.
That's
It's like
exactly
yeah,
it.
like
That's short-term
I was
disability.
unfortunately
Short-term
looking past the
disability.
Islanders. I with Steven Stamkos. I was looking past the Islanders. I was like, if we play Tampa next round, I hope Stamkos like cracks his ankle.
Sure.
And he'll be back
They've even
next
said
season.
McCullers is only out for the ALCS if he's so like.
And that's what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
They're very worried on short term. Long term, he'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Dude, when
Perfect.
Tom Brady finally tore his ACL or his Achilles, whatever it was the greatest year of my life.
Dude.
The 1 year that Jeter broke his fucking like shoulder, I was like, this is amazing.
What-
He's out.
Everyone's like, in order to win, I want to beat the best on
that
the way.
I fucking
No.
hate
No.
that.
Oh yeah,
I want to just win.
Every parade I've ever been to, I'm like, oh man, this doesn't feel as good because they were
Back on
missing
his
so
own.
and so.
Yeah.
I don't fucking give a shit.
No, we're not
team-
past
every
it, though.
team goes
Somebody,
through
it's the opposite. I feel like everyone's all like.
That's what I mean. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like, are we past the point where you can't say, I'm excited that a good player on the other
Yeah.
team is hurt?
I'm
happy about it.
I think
Love
it's
it.
like.
And I don't think it'll come to that, not in this direction.
I fucking went to bed every night praying Lance McCullers got forearm tightness. And guess who's praying for ransom, motherfucker?
You're just an old school human. I feel like back in the before like modern humans, people would think that. Like if you're in the Coliseum, you're praying.
The other guy's got a bum knee. Yeah,
Sure.
Right,
Sure.
yeah. No gladiators were like, no, you're not at full strength. Like,
Yeah.
sword down.
No, this takes away all the fun of the victory.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
This isn't noble.
All right, that's it for Friday Night Pints. If you're watching on Sling, more Barstool programming up next. If you're not, go to sling.com/Barstool. You can get your first month of TV, live sports, live news, and Barstool sports programming for just $10, $35 a month after that. It's one of the best deals in all of entertainment. So go to sling.com/Barstool. We'll see you guys next week on Friday. If you're watching on YouTube, click here to subscribe so that you get all the new episodes as they come out. And John, what should they click if they want notifications? Make sure you click thumbs up for the like, hit that bell icon.